going to be looking into our minutes of meeting right here, and we have decided that we want to go ahead and drop this. So we're going to go ahead into menu. These are the steps that we're going to take in order to properly drop it so that we don't have any conflicts within the system at all. We're going to go in and look for our minutes of meeting over here. And once we've found it, we are going to want to drop it. So we'll go ahead and open this up, use the delete selected item button, and then we have to find it again. There it is, minutes of meeting, and it is deleted. So that's the first step. And then we need to go to window tab field. We can type it in to help us out there, and there it is as minutes of meeting. We'll go into the tab and we'll find in the fields that we're going to just go ahead and delete all of these. One more fell swoop. And the fields are all deleted. We also then want to delete the tab. And finally the window. Now we need to do it in this sequential order so that we don't have an existing window without a table and a column. And here we are with the different columns. We're going to go ahead and delete all of these. It will help if you hold down Shift while selecting. You can select all of them at once, and they're all gone. And we will also erase our C_mom table. Finally, we will go into Postgres and find our mom table here. And we're going to go ahead and drop that object. Now this is all to be done because we're going to have a different customization on our CMOM table. So what we're going to do is copy in our SQL statement, which is provided below the video right here. And we're going to go ahead and execute that very quickly, and we can see that all the required stuff is already there, so we should be fine. Once we have all of those statements in, we're going to go ahead and requery this whole thing, and we'll soon discover further down that all three of our tables are readily available for use. We have our C_mom discussion line and participants line. So we've had enough of that. We will go ahead into Adempiere now. And just like the last video, we're going to begin with table and column, and we're going to make 3 new records this time. The first will be much like before, C_mom, which will be the minutes of meeting. And we'll go ahead and create these columns from the database. And we have, as before, many of those. And we'll do that for the next 2 tables. So now that we have 1, 2, and 3, we're going to go ahead and notice that we have the columns for each of them, and then we shall go into the window tab and field and do like before by creating a new window called minutes of meeting. And we're going to go ahead and set up the tabs here. after we're of course approved by Adempiere. So our first is going to be similar as before, called the minutes of meeting. Now that we have 3 separate tables, we have to select the specific one for that. So we're going to go ahead and find our first minutes of meeting table, and we're going to go ahead and copy the tab fields, or create them rather. So we have those created, and now we're going to make another tab for this, and this will be different. This will be called the participants, and we're going to go ahead and grab our participants line table. Now for this we're going to go ahead and set the tab level at 1 so that it will be a subset of the mom table in our window. So we're going to go ahead and create the fields for that, and lastly we are going to go ahead and make the discussion details tab of this, in which we'll grab it from our discussion line, and this will also be of tab level 1. And as before, we're going into the system, admin, general rules, system rules, and the menu. With our deleted menu item, we'll have to make a new one, calling it minutes of meeting, and of course we'll make it a window referencing our minutes of meeting, as we can see here. So we're going to go ahead and save that, and we can see that when we log back in, it should be available at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and log back in. One final touch we'll want to do is go back into our minutes of meeting window, view the second and third tabs. What we're going to do is go ahead and link the columns of the second and third, which are indented tabs, to the minutes of meeting ID. So we will go down and link both of those for both the discussion details and the participants, and then we'll log back in. Now we will find our minutes of meeting right here, and we can see that we can make a minutes of meeting record right here with the name and all of that information that we had previously. We can also make some participants if we so desire, the participant, the associated company, and the minutes of meeting that comes from before, as well as discussion details, which we can add right here. And I hope this video is useful, and we'll see you next time.